Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. What if I told you the very first letter of your name might hold secrets about your personality, your destiny, and even hidden spiritual meanings in Islam? Whether your name begins with A or Z, there's wisdom behind those letters you've probably never imagined. And here's the incredible part. Real stories happening right now in our world and ancient stories from the Quran itself reveal just how powerful a single letter can be. Comment the first letter of your name below and tell me if this meaning matches you or completely surprises you. Before starting this video, don't forget to like this video because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our next publications on the Islamic faith. Share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you think. Thank you and good video. Frame the concept. In Islam, letters and names are never just random sounds. The Arabic language itself is sacred. Every letter carries a sound, a vibration, and sometimes even a hidden mystical meaning. Think about this. The very first word revealed to Prophet Muhammad was Iqra, read. A single word that changed human history. From that moment, letters and words were tied to divine revelation and knowledge. Names in Islam hold deep significance. They're not only labels, they shape your identity, reflect your parents' hopes, and sometimes hint at deeper spiritual truths. This is why choosing names is so important in Muslim cultures. A name can connect you to the stories of prophets, companions, or beautiful attributes of Allah. Some scholars and Sufi mystics believe that even the first letter of your name might hold clues about your personality, your strengths, or your unique spiritual journey. Just like how in the Quran, certain chapters begin with mysterious letters, Alif Lam Mim or Qaf, whose meanings many believe are secrets between Allah and His Messenger. So today, we're going to explore what the first letter of your name might say about you, through the lens of Islamic tradition, real-life examples from our world right now, and powerful stories from the Quran. Have you ever felt your name describes you perfectly, or totally the opposite? Let me know your story in the comments. Show real stories happening now. This idea of names, and even just the first letter, isn't just theory. It's alive right now, shaping real lives all over the world. Think about what's happening in Gaza today. Families are living under unimaginable hardship. And yet, even as bombs fall, parents choose names like Amal, meaning hope, or Salim, meaning safe. They choose the letter A for Amal because they believe that hope must always come first, even when the world seems dark. A single letter becomes a prayer, whispered over a newborn child. Or look at refugees arriving in Europe from Syria, Sudan, or Afghanistan. Many come with nothing but the clothes on their backs and their names. Aid workers talk about how names become an anchor, like the Syrian girl named Noor, meaning light. She said her name reminds her every day not to lose hope, even in the darkest times. The letter N for Noor carries not just a sound but a shining meaning that lights her path forward. And it's not just in times of crisis. Just last month, a young man in Germany embraced Islam. His name was Liam. After converting, he chose the name Luqman, a wise figure mentioned in the Quran, known for his beautiful advice to his son. He kept the same first letter, L, but now it carries a new meaning deeply connected to faith, wisdom, and purpose. That one letter became part of his spiritual rebirth. These stories remind us, names aren't just labels. Even a single letter can hold someone's past, their faith, their hopes for the future, or their strength to survive. Do you know someone whose name has given them strength in difficult times? Drop their name, or just their first letter, in the comments and let's honor them. Connect to Quranic stories. Now, let's dive even deeper, because letters and names aren't just meaningful in our personal lives. They hold immense power in the Quran itself. First, think about those mysterious letters that begin many surahs in the Quran. You've heard them recited: Alif, Lam, Mim, Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. These letters are called the Muqatta'at. Over 29 surahs begin this way. Scholars have debated their meanings for centuries. Some say only Allah knows what they mean. Others suggest they might be codes, secrets about the universe, or simply powerful openings meant to capture attention and make us reflect. Even a single letter in the Quran can be a sign, a doorway into deeper mysteries. Imagine opening the Quran and seeing just one letter standing there, like Alif. It's a reminder that sometimes even one sound can hold worlds of meaning we don't fully understand. Second, there's the names of Allah, the Asma'ul Husna. Each of these beautiful names begins with letters carrying profound significance. For instance, Al-Rahman, the most merciful, begins with Alif, symbolizing unity, beginnings, and divine oneness. Al-Rahman appears dozens of times in the Quran, reminding us that mercy is at the heart of all creation. Al-Malik, the king, also begins with Alif, but the Mim, M, that follows hints at mastery, sovereignty, and protection. Scholars like Ibn al-Qayyim even wrote about how the letters themselves whisper secrets about Allah's attributes. Al-Ghafur, the forgiving, starts with Gain, a letter known for its depth and resonance, as though forgiveness is a profound echo in the soul. The letters in Allah's names aren't just random. They are chosen with divine precision, each one opening a door to understanding His attributes. Third, look at the names of the prophets and righteous people in the Quran. They too reflect deep meanings hidden in their letters. Musa, Moses, begins with Mim, a letter often connected with might, leadership, and flowing speech. Musa stood bravely before Pharaoh, delivered his people, and spoke directly with Allah. Isa, Jesus, starts with Ain, a letter tied in some mystical traditions to insight, knowledge, and spiritual vision. Isa performed miracles by Allah's permission and brought wisdom even as a child. Yusuf, Joseph, begins with Ya, linked to beauty and resilience. Yusuf was known for his unmatched beauty, but also for his patience through betrayal, imprisonment, and ultimate triumph. Maryam, Mary, begins with Mim, symbolizing compassion and motherly love. Maryam is honored in the Quran as the mother of Isa, chosen and purified above all women. Even letters shape destiny. In the Quran, names are never just names. They're reflections of purpose and divine decree. So when you think about the first letter of your name, remember, it's not just a sound. It could connect you to divine attributes, prophetic stories, and timeless lessons in the Quran. Would you like me to do a video breaking down the letters in your name using Quranic meanings? Comment your name below. A spiritual or Arabic connection. A Quranic name or Arabic word starting with the letter. A link to modern names and personalities. A warm, inviting tone that's engaging for listeners. Go through the letters A to Z. So, what does the first letter of your name mean? Let's explore from A to Z. A is Aleph in Arabic, a single upright line symbolizing beginnings, leadership, and divine connection. The Quran begins with Aleph in many surahs like Alif Lam Mim. Names like Ali, meaning elevated, and Amal, meaning hope, show how people with A names are often decisive, driven, and seen as leaders. B. B is Ba, shaped like a boat, symbolizing shelter and service. Ba starts words like Baraka, blessing, and Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Names like Bilal, the famous companion, and first Mu'adhin show how B names often hint at loyalty, compassion, and devotion to helping others. C/K. Arabic has no native C, so Kaf often stands in. Kaf suggests opening and potential, seen in words like Kitab, book. Names like Khalid, eternal, remind us that people with K names often embody resilience, knowledge, and the desire to leave a lasting mark. D. D is Dal, representing direction and guidance. Dal begins words like Deen, religion, and Dua, supplication. Names like Dawood, David, connect to justice and wisdom. People whose names start with D often have a strong sense of purpose and fairness. E. E is rare in Arabic, but is often expressed through alif or ya sounds. It appears in words like iman, faith. Names like iman suggest a deep belief, spiritual strength, and the ability to inspire trust in others. F. F is Fa, symbolizing speech and expression. Fa begins words like Fajr, dawn, and Fala, success. Names like Fatima, the beloved daughter of Prophet Muhammad, show that people with F names often shine with wisdom, grace, and resilience. G is Gain in Arabic, a letter with a deep, resonant sound. It starts words like Ghafur, the forgiving. Names like Ghassan suggest strength and charisma. People with G names often have powerful presence and inner depth. H is Ha, symbolizing breath and life. Ha begins words like Huda, guidance, and Hayat, life. Names like Hassan, known for beauty and excellence, show that H names often reflect kindness, clarity, and a desire to bring harmony. First, I is expressed as alif or ya sounds. It appears in names like Ibrahim, Abraham, the great prophet known for unwavering faith. I names often connect to insight, vision, and a deep sense of purpose. J. J is Jim, symbolizing movement and curiosity. Jim begins words like Jannah, paradise, and Jamila, beautiful. Names like Jibril, Gabriel, the angel who delivered revelation, suggest that J names carry strength, beauty, and a powerful spiritual mission. H is Ha, symbolizing breath and life. Ha begins words like Huda, guidance, and Hayat, life. Names like Hassan, known for beauty and excellence, show that H names often reflect kindness, clarity, and a desire to bring harmony. First, I is expressed as alif or ya sounds. It appears in names like Ibrahim, Abraham, the great prophet known for unwavering faith. I names often connect to insight, vision, and a deep sense of purpose. J. J is Jim, symbolizing movement and curiosity. Jim begins words like Jannah, paradise, and Jamila, beautiful. Names like Jibril, Gabriel, the angel who delivered revelation, suggest that J names carry strength, beauty, and a powerful spiritual mission. L. L is Lam, flowing and gentle yet strong. Lam begins words like Latif, the gentle. Names like Luqman, the wise man in the Quran, show that people with L names are often thoughtful, calm, and wise advisors to others. M. Im is Mim, one of the most sacred letters, beginning many prophet names. Muhammad, Musa, Moses, Maryam, Mary. Mim suggests nurturing, strength, and leadership. People with M names often carry compassion and purpose. North. In is Nun, symbolizing light and knowledge. Nun appears at the start of Surah Al-Qalam with the mysterious Nun, Wa Qalam. Names like Nur, light, suggest that N names often reflect hope, brightness, and spiritual insight. O is rare in Arabic, usually appearing as Wa or Alif sounds. O shows up in words like Omar, long-lived. Names like Othman link to steadfastness and generosity. O names often signal endurance and reliability. P. P doesn't exist in classical Arabic. Many P names adapt to B or F sounds. Yet in modern names like Parveen, Star, P hints at uniqueness, brilliance, and someone who stands out from the crowd. Q. Q is Qaf, a strong letter associated with divine power. Q begins words like Quran and Qadr, destiny. Names like Qasim suggest balance and justice. Q names often belong to deep thinkers with an intense inner strength. Road. R is Ra, flowing like a river. Ra begins words like Rahma, mercy, and Ru, soul. Names like Rahman connect to compassion and spirituality. Our names often belong to empathetic, expressive people who bring comfort to others. Saint. S is Sin, symbolizing clarity and flow. Sin begins words like Salam, peace, and Seba, patience. Names like Suleiman, Solomon, suggest wisdom and fairness. S names often reflect diplomacy, intelligence, and calm strength. T. T is Ta, representing stability and firmness. Ta begins words like Taqwa, God consciousness. Names like Talha, a companion of the Prophet, show T names often belong to reliable, protective individuals devoted to faith and loyalty. U. U is rare in Arabic and often represented by war. It appears in names like Umar, known for justice and leadership. U names often reflect strength, decisiveness, and a deep sense of duty. Aindam. V doesn't exist in Arabic, but modern Muslim names sometimes adopt it. Names like Vahid, unique, in Persian, suggest people with V names are rare, creative, and stand out for individuality and originality. West. W is war, symbolizing connection and loops of continuity. War begins words like Wahid, one, unique. Names like Walid suggest people with W names often have leadership qualities, loyalty, and a desire to bring people together. Y. Y is Ya, representing openness and truth. Ya begins words like Yaqeen, certainty, and Yusuf, Joseph. The story of Prophet Yusuf, known for beauty, patience, and resilience, shows how Y names often belong to people who inspire hope and perseverance. Z. Z is Zay, sharp yet graceful. Zay begins words like Zika, remembrance of God, and Zara, radiance. Names like Zayd, the adopted son of the Prophet, suggest Z names belong to people who shine brightly, bring joy, and remain loyal. Conclude with a reflective message. Your name, and even its first letter, carries more than just a sound. It carries memories, hopes, and sometimes secrets written only in the language of the soul. From the mysterious letters that open Quranic surahs, to the names chosen by parents praying for mercy, strength, or light. Each letter connects us to something bigger. Allah knows us all, by name, by letter, and by what's hidden in our hearts, even before we were born. So whether your name begins with A like Ali, M like Maryam, or Z like Zayd, remember, your name is part of your journey, your identity, and perhaps even your destiny. May your name always remind you of your purpose, and may your letter bring you blessings, wisdom, and peace. Tell me in the comments which part of this video touched you most, and don't forget to share it with someone whose first letter you're curious about. CTA and subscribe. If you'd love more videos that connect Islamic wisdom with your name, your life, and your purpose, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone whose name you've always been curious about. Until next time, peace, blessings, and barakah upon you.